Hello, welcome to Truth Runs Deep podcast. I'm Taryn,
I'm Callie.
and we're here to talk about all things Law and Order, SVU, the Mothership, organized crime. I don't know, fanfic writing more. Bear with me, I'm a little bit getting over being sick, so I'm a little bit nasally, but it's okay. We're gonna keep it moving.
Or at least try anyway.
Yeah. Hope you all had a happy Halloween and
Happy
also
Halloween,
hope you were
everybody!
safe and had lots of candy and
Or
have you
still
had
some if you have it.
yeah or have a good All Saints Day also. Um,
And Dia
Dias de los
Dia de los
Dios
Muertos. Yeah, I
Muertos.
was
Yes.
like, I know
Yes.
that too.
All the celebrations that you celebrate. Hope you all were safe and happy and being with the people that you love. And remembering the people that you love. Um,
Well, that was beautiful.
let's see. Nothing there's no the only article we have is for after for well, we can talk about it when we talk about SVU. There wasn't anything really mothership related. Um so we had two very good episodes this week. Once again, they all been good for real. None of them ever been
Yeah, this season is
they've been
kicking it
cooking.
up.
Yeah, they've been really cooking and they've really cooking this time. They're all really good. Also, y'all got a haircut, so now I got this bob now, and I don't know how to act sometimes. I'm like, because my hair, if
You
y'all,
look cute.
my hair was long, y'all. It was like down, like chest level, like long. I cut up about 8 inches of it, so I'm like, now I got it. You
It's cute.
it is cute. I love it. I look cute.
You look old. You look your age. You look older.
Exactly. I just had long hair that was just long. It wasn't like doing anything for me. I just had long hair, so I was like, you know what, we're doing it. So now I have short hair.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry to tell you all about that. But anyway, so 25-6 for the mothership is brotherly love. Um,
And it starts with Riley's brothers out of prison.
yeah, he did it.
Yay!
He got out of jail.
He apparently got a prison tattoo.
I think so. I was like, did he have a tattoo on his neck? I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. That's why I was like, that's different. But anyway, he's
He's
having dinner. I think it's dinner with his brother. You know, they're congratulating him. You know,
he's definitely he's gotten better. He's this waiter at this really nice place now.
he has a job. You know, I think they're looking good. They're on the up and up.
Good. While they're there, they meet this guy that apparently knows Matt, the brother, and they like introduce him to Riley, and then that guy leaves, and the next thing we know, he's dead.
Yep, shot in the temple.
Point blank. Very much dead. 3 hours pass, and Riley is called to the scene, and he's like,
And I saw him 3 hours ago.
I just met this guy 3 hours ago. Um, and I think Reagan's in the town. He's like, my brother knows him, and she's like, Matt Riley and the Luck of the Irish. But it's like, oh my god, he really is. Like, you just met him, and now he's dead. Where did you go? Okay. So they find out his name is Declan Dell. He has 5 restaurants and 2 bars. Okay, guys, I'm like distracted. Where did she go? Um, So then they go to talk like any suspects, and then there's this woman who apparently married who was seeing Declan, even though she was married, but she was married to like a old guy because he had money.
Oh yeah, I want to get a cough drop, and I couldn't remember where they were. So I walked around the house.
Okay, I was like, where did you go? I'm confused. I don't remember this part.
Oh, this Lego talked to this lady, and she's like, they think maybe she knows something about it. She's like, I married a 76-year-old tycoon. So I don't need money. I was like, oh, you go, queen, I guess.
I guess that's one way to get money. She basically
Oh, she's one of the women that Declan was dating.
It basically says that Declan was dating a lot of married women and that he had a lot of debt and he loved to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So then Riley has to go talk to his brother, and Matt doesn't really want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Vince is able to get him to, speak, and he basically says that he heard this guy talking to Dell that said, "Time to pay up, or I'll put your ass in the ground."
Yep. So that's suspicious.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Um
So then
they realized that like he was at a bar recently, and then he started to get into a fight with another guy. And so they have to go talk to the guy who broke up the fight. His name was Shane, and he owned the club.
Mm-hmm.
And then they find out through some digging and stuff that he was the guy who potentially killed Dell. So he's like, oh, well, now we gotta take this to trial because we have the suspect and the guy is asking for a lawyer. But and then so Riley knows that the only witness they have to any of this is his brother. So he goes to Price and he's like, yeah, I've got a witness. It's my brother.
And they're like, no.
And he's like, no, we're not doing that again. Because if you don't remember, the last time the brother was on, he freaking screwed over Price, nearly sunk his case, had to be subpoenaed to even testify. It was
if you didn't want to go. And they were like,
it was a
bro,
lot.
that's and then hold on. Yeah, basically. And then Price is like, well, it looks like we could put a little pressure on these fine fellows.
Which is, I was like, ooh, no one's getting evil. Okay, then.
I said, okay, no.
So, because apparently it turns out this is a whole poker game, gambling ring, everything. Which, dang, they're fast because they literally just arrested a basketball coach and a basketball player for being involved in a like
gambling ring.
Gambling. Thank you. Could not think of the word gambling ring. Literally this Monday. So it's like, dang, that was fast.
Cool. That means this was filmed like months ago. So they somebody.
So, I mean, yeah. So it's like
they were just either really lucky or this is actually cool.
Good timing on that part.
Yeah.
Like, dang. And so Nolan goes to like pressure people, and he literally goes to talk to some judges and everything that are involved. And then he goes back to One Hogan Place, and Nick is like, what are you doing?
Causing trouble.
Like, do you know what the consequences are of like what you are doing right now?
Does he care?
No. And he's like, no, I don't. He's like, no, I'm doing my job. And Nick is like, no, there's problems with this. And he's like, well, I'm not the one running for re-election.
Exactly.
And it's like, well,
I don't care.
damn.
Because only DAs are elected. Everyone else is, hired to do the job. So Nick is, no one is like, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. And he said, for some reason, we don't have Sam again.
I don't remember Gabe. I think we might have Sam next time. Though. I wasn't paying attention in the trailer.
Hopefully, because I miss her.
Did you miss her?
The guys, Baxter's like, this isn't political, it's practical.
Yeah.
But then he goes, you need to be a little more trusting, Nolan. It will serve you well. And then leaves, and it's like, well, damn.
Give me some conflicting information.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan needs to.
Yep, Sam is in the next one.
Yeah, Nolan.
Had to check.
Nolan needs to soften his heart, honestly.
Yeah.
So anyway, the trial starts, and the prosecution says that Shane Willis killed Dell because he couldn't pay his debts.
Yeah, because you got a lot of money.
Riley testifies about the video that there was of the two, like, in the same vicinity.
Yes.
And Riley again says that his brother should testify because I don't know what you wrote.
Oh, they said the deal they were gonna give him. Because the deal they gave him before was really generous. So I gave him 2 years. VA's office was extremely lenient on him. I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, basically, it's like, it's not a horrible crime. He could still testify.
They gave him a very generous deal for what he did the first time.
So, yeah, they then present a photo that said that Shane was at the bar when he said he was somewhere else. And the defense is like, no, that's AI. And then they're like, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally right here that you were at this bar and lied about where you were. So then Riley goes to talk to his brother.
Yeah.
And Riley is like, you need to testify. And he's like, I can't. Like, there's somebody following me. Things are getting...
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy around here.
And then Riley is like, no, there's nobody following you. You need to, like, get your act together and do this. Like, you don't have a choice. You need to shape up. And then he leaves.
Then he gets the phone with Brady. Brady's like, I can tell you something.
Wait, was this something to do with Shadow Council? They decided that they were going to do Shadow Council with Matt, so that it wouldn't be found that he was testifying, so that the guy wouldn't go after him. So it would basically, he would be working with another attorney, and giving his testimony. So the day where he's supposed to show up for court happens, and he's not there. And Vince is like, oh my god,
where is he?
Where is he? Like, I told you
Brady's like, I can tell you something.
up. Then he gets a phone call. His brother was stabbed.
Yeah.
And
Brady's like, I need to tell you something.
And it's like, so he was correct about the fact that somebody was following him. Vince like runs to the hospital to pretty much be like,
is he gonna make it? Like, is it
what's happening with my brother? Is he okay? What's happening? There's 3 puncture wounds.
Yeah, to the chest. Like, it's not looking good, y'all. It's
not looking
bad.
good. Um, it's not great. Um, so then,
They go talk to Baxter. It's
yeah,
Baxter and
they to talk to
Marcia.
Baxter again, and he's like, "Well, I guess you might want to bring up those other people you were talking about." And Nolan's like, "I thought you told me not to harass them."
Yeah, it's like you literally told me not to do that, and then you told
And
me
he
to.
said, I said not to harass them.
I didn't
Doesn't
say you could
mean we
ask them.
can't use them."
You go ask nicely.
Go
Or
ask
with a,
nicely,
or with
literally.
subpoena.
Um,
Then he's kind of like
Nolan's like, I
confused.
have a hard time understanding where you're coming from. And no, Baxter says, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from trying to do this. And Nolan's like, I just don't think the same way you do. And Baxter goes, I know.
Yeah, we already know this, okay?
That's obvious at this point. So then they get a call that there is a Riley and not Riley, Violet and Brady do some digging, and they
Mhm.
find that there is video footage of the attack.
He literally like stabbed in the middle, like walking
Like,
from getting his
and
coffee.
of course, they say it right when Riley walks over, and they're like,
He's like,
"Oh,
you don't need to
I
see
think
that. And he's like,
you
yes, I
don't need to
do.
see this," and he's like, "Yes, I do." So yeah, it is literally walking outside, and pure
He's picked up his coffee order, and then somebody just kind of attacks him, and then they run off.
and then he's on the ground. But luckily, the facial rec works,
Yeah,
so they can
they
get
got
him.
him.
But then they were like, "Wait, facial rec doesn't always count as a ID." And
Mhm.
they're like, well, we're gonna use it anyways. Time to go arrest this guy."
Yep.
Vince immediately shoves him into a wall and starts throwing him on the ground and
Yeah.
punching him.
Starts punching him. We're like, hey man.
And we're like, dude, you can't be stable right now.
Like, nope.
Thankfully, there's another cop that like pulls him away.
They're like, whoa man, you gotta stop now.
But like, somebody's mad.
Yeah.
Very mad. Yeah.
So then they go
So
talk to
then
him,
Riley gets an update that his brother is okay, but he has an infection,
which is bad.
which is not great. And he
still
says,
wants to
even though
testify.
that he has an infection, he still wants to testify. And Vince is like, you don't have to. And he's like, but I want to. Like, this is where we're at. I'm gonna testify. And it's like, oh, okay. So they have him testifying from his hospital bed.
Yeah.
And basically, like, he's being straight up. He like is saying everything correctly, everything he's supposed to. But
Yeah.
the defense is like burning up all his crimes that he did.
And he's like, yeah, I did that.
And he's like, yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie about that part.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not lying now.
And then they're like, would you ever do this just because your brother asked you to like fix something? And he's like, my brother is the most stand-up guy I know. He never asked me to lie for him.
Yeah.
And
the verdict is
yeah, he's basically like standing up for his brother, and it was sweet. And oh, and then the verdict is given. He is found guilty. The guy is shocked, but
yeah,
like dude, you
He's
probably did it.
Exactly. We're pretty certain.
We're like 99% certain that you did it. Then there's Riley gets another phone call, and unfortunately his brother is
He's not doing good.
he's not doing so great, and he was put into a medically induced coma. So he rushes over to the hospital and he's like, "Is my brother okay?" And they're like, "We had to put him in a coma."
Yeah.
And so he runs into the hospital room and he like sees his brother and he's like, "You did good, Maddie. You did really good. I love you."
Yeah.
And then he starts crying.
Yeah, he holds his hand. He holds his hand, and he holds his brother's hand, with his bruised knuckles, and he kisses his head. I'm like,
yeah, like they show the bruised knuckles. It's like, yeah, this is what the man did for his brother, but it's like, oh god, it hurts.
Yeah, and that's how it ended.
And that's it. That's what we got for right now.
That's it. Because we will not be SVU Mothership this week. They're doing the Wicked for Good special on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad. If it was anything else, we would be mad. But it's okay for Wicked. It's okay.
I was like, you better not be. I'm gonna come over there.
It's okay for Wicked. Anything else? No.
Yeah.
So
no.
next week we will have
the
there 13th.
Is a break this week because they're having the Wicked One Wonderful Night special because Wicked is a Universal production that is definitely related to NBC and therefore it's happening. And they're basically just going to do a bunch of performances of some of the songs from the first movie and give sneak peeks from the second movie, and it's wonderful and amazing and you should watch.
Yeah, so that's what we'll be watching instead of Law & Order this week.
Yeah, that is what we will be doing for this week, but it is a worthwhile thing.
Yeah. Next week we'll have one. So the 13th we will be back on the 13th.
Yes, the 13th. And that is when we finally get to meet the new guy.
Yeah, we're on episode 7. It's called Guardian. When a high school sports star is murdered, the police find several suspects trying to make money off the victim's talent. Riley gets a new partner.
I find it funny that the guy has a so I'm pretty sure the guy is British, like you, but again, you wouldn't know it.
Their
pretty
accent.
Good American accent. But I bet Hugh was like, "Yay, I'm not the only one who has to do it anymore."
Yeah, the trailer doesn't give too much information on that, so we will see them.
He's finally here. We'll find out more about him eventually, but he's here.
Yep.
Yeah. There's that.
Yep. So SV. There's rating it. I guess 1 to 4. It's good.
Yeah,
not bad. Not good. It's good. Nothing negative points. It's just it's good.
It was good.
For speaking of SVU, I did a little interview. She talks about Chief Tynan, which no one can put their finger on it yet, but there is something suspicious. Basically, she also says, well, they don't know. It just says about the people, everybody being able to move around. Do you think that's something's odd about that? We will get some Curry backstory and relationships. They don't mean romantic, but I think it says we'll get more Curry's backstory and relationships, especially highlighting the dynamic trifecta of Benson, Curry, and Rollins.
Which is
so we'll get some
so awesome.
More character development, and there will be a crossover with the original sometime. It probably won't be till next year, I think.
We get a mini one.
We get a mini one coming up, but I think there's a full one probably in sometime next year, probably early next year, probably.
And of course, everyone's like, are you gonna be working with Stabler? She's like, I don't know.
She doesn't answer the question. It just that whole part of the question
moves on. She's like, I want to work with Tony.
Yeah.
Point blank, not answering.
Yeah, she's very excited
fair enough, ma'am. I would also want to work with Tony.
Yeah, she's very excited about things are going with Curry. Working with, the big 3 now. Being a part of the big 3, and then that she likes doing her job. What else did she say? Some backstory stuff. maybe some family tidbits, but she wasn't going to tell us too much.
The only thing we know is that she has a son
Yeah, who's a teenager.
who's a teenager. We have given him a name, but we don't
Yeah.
actually know his name.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't have to change it, but we probably will.
Probably. I think that's a probably. Let's see, what else does she say? Yeah, we'll get a lot of more Curry and Rollins, because they're
And
partners.
if so, we'll just give her a second kid.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, you
So-
did that when we named baby boy Raleigh Ezra,
Oh, yeah.
and then they were like, "That's not his name," and we're like, "Okay, we'll just make him a separate
Yeah.
kid."
Yeah. Some more Curry and Rollins, because they're partners and they have a
Yay!
yeah, she's kind of happy saying where we're gonna go with that. She thinks what she thinks about Griffin. She does answer a little bit about this. Is that like she says like she's used to being the new person and sees that he's the new person, and how like SVU is different than other kind of police work because you're dealing with people who are alive, that've been through a lot of traumatic situations. He needs a lot of guidance, that's what she kind of says. But she's also worried about that he's connected to Tynan. She's still worried about that. But she's not like immediately shutting down that he's, snitching on them or whatever.
And she would like be the one who's concerned about
Yeah.
it. She did come from like a higher up
Yeah.
position too.
Yeah, she sees that he is passionate and she hopes he's successful. Yeah, she talks about a little bit about the part in the episode where the officer calls her a snitch. And she says that like Curry's used to not being liked.
It's okay.
It solidifies that this bond that makes me an actor as Curry. I said, you know what? I got your back through anything. She's excited. So, because Rollins shut it down quick, this person talking to her. So she's excited to see where they're.
She's like, I have friends now.
Yeah. Essentially, that's what she kind of says. She talks about what she kind of wants to do with like the deputy position at 1PP. Lydia's like, no.
Okay, give it to Curry then.
She says it would be a big shift if she thinks Curry would be saddened about it. But I also know that Benson isn't going to do what Benson doesn't ultimately want to do. So, yeah. So basically, she would be happy for her, but she knows she's not going to. She said no, she meant it.
And it's like, it's so nice to see that, Curry has friends now.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
She also, and the next thing she talks about is Tynan. And she's like, she loves the actress who plays Tynan. She thinks she's really incredible. And she's like,
we love. No, oh my god, what's her name?
Noma. Yes.
We love her in general.
And I call her Rollins. Curry does not know, like they don't have it written out what the end game is about the situation. She's like, I don't even know, but I'm excited to know what's happening.
Does she know that Rollins and Carisi are together?
I mean, she would have to know at this point. I mean, it's quite obvious.
It's like, is she aware?
But she's curious to know what is going on with Tynan. Does not. I mean, she's kind of like, I don't know. She says, "Is there anything happening to me, Curry and Tynan?" She says she can't tell us. So the answer is probably yes.
I'm so glad they're letting her do like more interviews and stuff. Ugh, we love man.
And she's happy with Curry, being able to stay because it's what she wants to do.
Everything's good in the world right now.
Yeah.
That world anyway.
Yeah, she's happy with doing her job for SVU. Crossovers, definitely gonna have some crossovers. She doesn't know about it yet. But she says she wants to do one with Law and Order and wants to work with Tony. She wants to do that.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's pretty much everything she had to say.
She said she would walk into the room and go, "Hi, Mr. President."
Yeah, so she's very.
You just never getting away from a scandal past.
Yeah, never. So
that being said, we need Kerry Washington on the fucking show.
Yeah, but
stat.
Yep. So that's exciting to see what's coming up soonish. I don't know how soon because we maybe only have 3 or 4 more this year, and then January. And this week is 6, and there won't be one next week, so 7, and there won't be one Thanksgiving week, so they'll probably go to the first week of December.
So we're gonna have a little bit of breaks.
We'll have 2 off weeks in November. It's Thanksgiving.
And weekend.
Yes. So that makes the 2. So SVU is Under the Influence, which is this episode's pretty good.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was a good one. They did a really good job with this one. But all the SVU ones really been good this year.
Okay. Yeah. So it's called Under the Influence. It's a good one. It's not as creepy as last week's, but so it starts with this, and they had this actress like do like an influencer type thing around the SVU precinct set. It was kind of funny.
It is good.
So she's at this giant mansion. She's there for an open house, and she's live streaming.
Yeah, she's like, like looking around at everybody, showing them the ordeal.
And then, she's like talking, and she sees this guy talking to this woman who definitely does not seem put together. And she's like, and this is when you remember how to be a good friend or something like that. And she walks on over, and she's like, hey girl.
Yeah, she kind of pulls her away from this guy. She seems a little creepy.
So she like pulls him away from that, and it's like, good. And she brings her into another room, and she sits her down, and she's like, stay here, I'm going to get you some water. She gets the girl water, she goes back. Unfortunately, the girl is gone.
Yeah, but she sees a guy pulled her into a room.
And she like tries to be like, hey, stop it. But the bouncer is like, hey, no, and kicks her out.
She's like, man. She goes, I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the police.
She does.
Next thing we know, we got Olivia and Amanda and Curry all walking in like they own the fucking place.
Yeah, they got it, The big 3 here. They got it.
We got this. So then they're like, we're looking for a girl. They do eventually find her in a locked room. Unfortunately, she was assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair is wet. They like put her in the shower, and her dress is inside out. And it's like, oh no, this isn't good.
Yeah.
And she's quietly says that she was raped because like she's still extremely out of it. Yeah. They're like, oh, she's wet. How are we gonna find evidence?
Yeah.
And then Olivia is like, wait, this is an open house, right?
So this house is new.
So the house is new. She climbs into the shower, takes out her keys, does a little digging in the drain.
Yeah, she pulls the drain out, and it's like, got it. You're like,
it's like, well, that's how we're gonna find our evidence.
Got it. So then they go to the opening credits.
It's like, bravo, Liv, bravo.
Mm-hmm.
So then they have the influencer girl, come in to like testify what's happening, and Griffin is like, oh, have you ever been expected to like, give a little extra at these parties? And she's like, no, I'm asexual. I'm just there to film. It's like
representation, I guess,
Yes, representation. Okay. And she keeps trying to film in the precinct, and Griffin has
to like, stop.
And he's like, no, filming in the precinct, chat. And he keeps trying to do it. And she takes it again. He takes it again, and she's like, seriously? Stop.
Like, stop.
And they're like, did you notice anything? And the only thing she really noticed was there was this guy, the bartender, said that the bartender was kind of overpouring for the girls. Oh, wait, no. Mm-hmm. First, they bring in the creepy guy that she was talking about, and they talk to him, And he says that the bartender was overpouring for the girls,
Mhm.
a little heavy-handed. And they're like, did he give you anything else? And they're like, he gave me the ick.
You know, so,
So then they go talk to Curry, and Rollins go to talk to this guy named Marvin. He's the guy who hosted the open house, the party. And they're
mhm.
like, we need to talk to you about your
Yeah, she
clientele.
goes
And
to the
what?
nice car. She starts being nice the first time. It's like maybe we can get a warrant instead. You know,
And
maybe.
he's like, oh, okay, now you can look at my stuff. And it's like, yeah, we thought so.
I thought
Because
so.
she's like looking, they're like pretty much like bringing girls into these parties, and they're like,
Yeah,
okay, sounds more like a pimp than a planner to me.
yeah. So then they go talk to the bartender. And
I do not remember what he said.
I don't remember he said something, but you know, basically it wasn't him. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
he wasn't the person doing the crime. So they move on and they go talk to Skylar, she's out of the hospital.
Hospital. She said that she came from Chicago for this party, and all she remembers is she has these weird feelings. And Olivia's like, can you tell me these weird feelings? And she said that she came from Chicago, and she remembers a man holding down her arms, and it seems like he's on top of her. But then she also felt like there was a man standing by the door,
They looked very similar.
and they looked very similar. And it's like, oh, well, now we have two culprits. And they're like, who possibly could it be that looked similar? And then they remember that there's two half brothers that ran the open house,
Yeah,
and they look very similar. And it's like, oh, dun dun dun.
yeah,
Then we get Creasy and Rollins in
yeah,
the same room.
yeah,
I just have to point that out because
yes.
we can now.
It's normal now. It's normal
It's
behavior.
normal now. We can.
They don't have a picture of it on the website, but it's normal behavior now, you know.
And Griffin is like starting to talk, and then if it's like a blink and you miss it thing, but you see like Amanda going like
Oh yeah, she's looking around him.
looking around him to look at Liv, like, is he
Like,
for
what's
real?
going on? That's
This is really, because we all know that Amanda's gonna have shit to say about him, and
Yep.
so they're like, okay, what do we do? These guys don't have a criminal,
background, you know. We can't just go arrest them, you know.
and it's like, well, technically they do. They got into this fatal car accident. Problem is that
Their dad essentially covered it up.
yeah, their dad is like this really big guy in the city. And so they covered it up, and we're basically like, oh, she got killed in the car accident. But there's this cop that Rollins and Curry go to talk to, and he's like, no, she was dead before
Yeah.
they got.
She wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so she
Wasn't wearing a seatbelt. She was dead before they got.
she
Before
was
she got
launched,
there.
ejected from the vehicle. So
And so the cop goes, yeah, I tried to say something about it, but then all of a sudden the dad said things, and then my entire cases are all being looked at with a magnifying glass, and
yeah, so he's on patrol, foot patrol, you know.
I'm here now
Writing
giving
traffic tickets.
traffic tickets, and it's like, that sucks. Like, I hate things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Corruption, I hate it.
They're like, it was like, look the other way.
Yeah, so it's like, if you want my recommendation of what to do what I should have done. Look the other way. And it's like, oh, this poor guy.
Yeah.
So then they're like, Olivia's like, I'm not doing
that.
I'm not doing that. And so they go to arrest the brothers. And
It's very goofy. They're like
it's a
filming a
very
promotion
goofy
for the
scene. Like
house.
they're doing an open house, and then they're doing
It's like a rock wall in the wall of the house. They're like, yo, we could climb that. And they like take their shirts
their
off. And
shirts
it's
off,
just
and they
like,
go to climb it, and then they all Rollins and Olivia and Curry all
they're like
walk in,
tough.
and they're like, "Yeah, we're arresting you now."
Yeah, not even let them put their shirts back on.
They
They're
didn't
like,
even put their
tough
shirt.
now.
Yeah, they're like, "Nope, we're arresting you. Let's go." Which I don't blame them. I wouldn't let them do that either.
They don't get the dignity of getting their shirts when they were digging.
Yeah, they don't get the dignity of putting their clothes back on after what they did. So then they talk to the two brothers, and it is very clear there is a definite like personality difference between the two.
Yeah.
The younger brother, Paul, is very sweet. The other brother is not. And he's almost like freaking sadistic. It's creepy. But they basically find out that Paul just stands there while Nathan does the assaulting. And then they find another girl that they did this to. But she was told by the guy's lawyer that nobody would believe it, so she should just sign the NDA
Yeah.
and move on with her life. Well, then she's like, okay, who's this lawyer? And she gives him their name. But then they do some digging and they find out that that's not an actual person. The person who told her to sign the NDA was Marvin,
Yeah.
the person who runs the parties for their brother and brings all the girls. And it's like, oh, shit's hitting the fan now. So they arrest him,
Yeah.
and he wastes no time
Mhm.
saying shit. He's like, they call it a target. They have a list
Yes.
of girls they want me to bring. They call it a
Yeah.
target list.
Yeah. Say, okay.
And it's like, okay, cool.
That's what
You
it
can
is,
tell
of
the whole
course.
time that the younger brother's nervous, and meanwhile the other guy's just like,
Whatever.
whatever.
Make it go away.
Then the brother's like, oh, Paul was so scared, but because then he was asked if he wanted to watch.
Yeah, I was like,
And the Nathan is like blaming it on his brother. And they're like, come on, are you serious?
exactly. Like, you're not making our case here.
And then Gracie's like, well, I got this guy claiming an incestuous threesome on the other. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Exactly. Like, this is weird here.
Then all of a sudden the dad shows up.
Kind of just busts up in there, like,
And
where's
he
my
literally
son?
just bangs on the younger brother's door and goes, shut up, Paul.
Exactly. Like, you didn't have to say anything. You could ask for a lawyer.
Yeah, and the lawyer is
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna be talking to my clients now. And Olivia's like, oh, hi. I know you're the dad, but we're in the middle of something. You
Yeah.
need to go step outside. And then the dad is like, oh, Benson, is it? And she goes, yeah, I could spell it for you. Would you like my badge number as well? I'll give it to you once you leave my precinct.
And she said, ooh, eat him up again. Eat him up
Shut
again.
up. I'm not dealing with your manipulative scare tactics.
Exactly. Should eat him up again. Like,
It was so funny.
mm-hmm.
But the guy's like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, she's like, please.
Please. Yes, I do. I do not care.
Yeah.
So then there's court time.
It's time for court.
We find out that Carly was paid $7,500 to be quiet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she said that the party planner was a lawyer, and he said that nobody would believe her because they have resources. And while that is honestly pretty true, it gets a little iffy because then the defense attorney is like, didn't you ask for more money?
You know, they're like, ooh,
And then she's like trying to be like, no, I didn't.
like you
Yeah.
did.
She did. She asked for $10,000, which honestly, in hindsight, I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her, but they were like, this means you. Defense is being like, well, you asked for money, so obviously you don't care that much.
Yeah, but literally,
Instead
she's
of
like,
going to the police and right away, because she didn't go to the police right away and all that stuff, and they're like, well, obviously you wanted it, and you just want them to pay you to be quiet.
and I do not blame her though for asking for that amount of money, because like after what she went through, yeah, $10,000 is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course now there's like, oh, we got that.
Like, obviously it wasn't that bad if you wanted money for it. It's kind of what they're arguing.
But then they have Skylar testifying. Skylar testifies, and then they have Nathan, the older brother, testifying.
Mhm.
And he's basically pinning the entire thing on his younger brother.
Yep, he threw him under the bus quick.
Threw him under the bus massively. Then they have Paul testify, and the whole time you could see Paul looking at his brother. And Nathan looking at his brother and being like, giving him looks like, don't
say that.
dare say anything. And Carisi is having a fit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you can answer my question. Or, because it's like, first off, he's like, Mr. Ellis, I'm right over here. And
Like, I'm right here.
in front of him.
He's looking like around. He's like,
and then he's like, okay, you can answer my question. Or you could just tell the jury what you're looking at.
Exactly, like, ooh, eat him up.
And then Carisi's like, Your Honor, obviously the defense is doing some sort of like
they're manipulating the witness here like something is not right.
And the Nathan immediately goes, that's not true. It's like, dude, shut up. We all know.
Not helping. We already
Thankfully, the judge is on Carisi's side.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, you knock it off. Paul, you are only to look at Mr. Carisi and nothing else. So yeah, court happens.
Yeah.
Then the lawyer goes to talk to Carisi, and she's like, I want to arrange a plea deal. And he's like, what? Why would I do that? And then she gives the deal. Paul pleads guilty. Nathan walks. And Carisi is like, why the hell would I do that?
Exactly.
Like, we all know that Nathan is the bad one. Paul, unfortunately, is just there. And then Carisi's like, did Paul agree to that? And the woman's like, well, it gives you one conviction that may end up being 0.
Exactly, like, well.
And it's like, ugh. And then so he goes to talk to Olivia, and she's like, what? There's no way in hell we're doing that.
Exactly.
He's like, I know. I think we need to offer a deal to flip Paul.
Yeah.
And she's like, you want to offer him a deal? He was standing there the whole time.
Yeah. And he's like, Liv gave a strong case against Paul and not Nathan. I think anyone would agree that he's the bigger. I think I had the name mixed up so then they agree. I think he put this in the wrong episode. This is when they do the Shadow Council.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry, my bad, guys.
It gets a little blurry sometimes when you watch them back to back. It's like
it's been a few days.
Yeah. So look, it's been a long days. Maybe just because I was sick that like seemed like it seemed long ago, but maybe it was longer. It's only Thursday. So then they agreed to Shadow Council, which if you don't remember, this is like the first like Buchanan episode in season like 12. They do Shadow Council for that episode. Which essentially is that like you have another defense attorney who's representing your actual interest behind your defense attorney's back. So it's just you and the defense attorney and the judge.
So basically, they're going against the woman lawyer because the woman lawyer only has Nathan's best interest, when
Yeah.
this guy
Yeah.
as Paul.
Yeah.
And so he basically is like, I don't know, my dad and my brother are like protecting me. And Olivia's like, that's not protection, that's control. And she knows, like, obviously, this isn't going to be the best. He's still going to end up in prison, but it gives him the opportunity to free yourselves from them. Don't you want that?
Yeah.
And then he basically caves and he's like, okay. He drugged the woman sometimes, and that's originally what it was. Nathan then asked him to watch. He was at first just there to be the lookout, and then Nathan was like, nope, you're going to watch while I assault these women. And Olivia was like, he did that so you made sure you would never forget who's in charge.
Yep.
And he goes, I know, but consequences don't apply. Even if someone gets hurt or if someone ends up dead. They're like, what? And then Olivia brings up a picture of the girl who died in the car accident, Alicia. And he reveals the truth. And then this is where you get another plot twist.
Yeah, they put plot twist and plot twist, yo.
It wasn't Nathan that did it. The dad killed her.
Mm-hmm.
And basically was like, take her in the car, get in a car accident, and make it look like that's how she died.
Yeah, which is real messed up.
And it's like, damn.
They don't care.
So now they have all this, and Paul is agreeing to testify to Flip.
Yeah. And then they get a call.
Then this is in trial, and Creasy's like talking in the Shadow Council, and he's like, where is your guy? And then they get a call
judge
that
gets a call and it's like,
Paul got shivved in prison. And thankfully is alive. But it's not looking pretty.
Yeah.
And the oh my god, words. The squad obviously is like, of course, this is literally because he was going to testify.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they go to talk to the judge, and the defense is like, oh, this has nothing to do with it. And the judge is like, I literally have a witness in my trial who just got shivved in prison, and you're saying it has nothing to do with that?
It just happened.
It just happened, and you're saying it has nothing to do with it. So, of course, trial's put on pause.
Yeah.
Until Paul is okay. Yeah, thankfully, Paul is okay. Yeah. He lives.
For getting shivved in the neck, he did survive.
He did survive. And then Carisi is like, we gotta do some digging, or venture cap Daddy Warbucks is gonna get away with.
Yes. Carisi, why are you so funny? It's
like, yeah, it's true though. Yeah. But the difference is Daddy Warbucks is actually a good person. This guy is not.
Yeah.
So then they're like, how did somebody get into Paul's cell?
Yeah, and shift him. Like, you can't just go do this.
Well, they do some digging, and then they find out that there's this cop who works at the prison who
is also their
bodyguard.
Yeah, they said
and so basically they arrest him, and they're like,
yeah, we know everything. For real.
Let's go.
Yeah, get him too. So then they go back to trial for the.
Yes. Paul testifies. He
lays it all out. Tells everything.
Everything. Says everything.
Like, yeah.
Nathan is pissed beyond belief. The dad leaves, but of course
they get him too.
He is found guilty. Nathan is found guilty. And so Olivia is leaving the precinct, and Raymond is like, you have no idea what you just did. Yada, yada, yada. And she's like, oh, no, but about that, Paul's crimes weren't the only ones that he revealed.
Mhm. Yours
We
too.
know what happened with the car accident and that you killed somebody. So
You got you
she
too.
will be arrested for that. And then she has cops come over and handcuff him. And they're walking down the stairs, and he again is like, "You don't know what you're doing." And she's like, "Oh yeah, about that. Do you remember that officer that you demoted with this originally?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be taking care of your case now." And
Yeah.
I immediately went, "Yeah!"
Got him.
Redemption,
They take him away.
revenge. Oh yes.
Take him down the courthouse steps. They take him away. And
He's
that's how
like,
it ends.
She's like, "Officer Feldman will be handling your case," and you see the guy, and you know it's him, and
He's
it's like,
excited. Yeah, he's getting them.
yes.
That's a good one. And then
Yeah, and he walks down the steps,
when they take him
handcuffed, while a bunch of reporters are
yeah, and
there.
they're all like, their microphones. Yeah. Yes. Very good.
So there's that.
Yeah, it's a good one. They solved the case, got justice,
Yay! All in a day's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next time? I forget.
Okay, it's called False Idols. Finn will be back. Finally, we'll get to see Finn.
Finn, oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, Finn's back.
This view must determine fact from fantasy when a famous author twists the details of a serious crime. Finn has a challenging day at work.
No, Finn.
But we
There's
do.
people that are like,
We'll get some Baxter and Price are also in this episode.
oh yeah, I forgot
Amazing.
about that part. We also have people that are like, wait, is this how Finn is gonna find out that Amanda's back?
He shows up.
He just shows up and she's like, "Hi,"
Yeah,
because we played with that in our Halloween pick, and
So how does-
Olivia's like, "Oh, by the way, we got a new sergeant."
He's like, bro.
And he's like, "I don't want to deal with this." And then Amanda walks over and goes, "Ouch."
But it's hopefully.
It's
So
like,
we'll-
surprise! I'm
Yeah.
back. So yeah, there's that. I give this episode this honestly gets the first 5 of the season.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very good. All of this has been good though. Season 27, they all been real good.
Justice was served. It was sweet. It was delicious. Everything was fine.
Yeah, a little. Everything was good. They've been really cooking this season, y'all. I don't know what they've been doing, but it's been real good. So we will have that. There will probably be 3 more. We're counting for the winter break. Because they'll probably have the 13th and the 20th. And then probably the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that should be December 4th. And then we'll be on winter break.
Yay.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it. You guys get a reprieve from us for a week.
Yeah, we'll take a little break. Hopefully it won't be congested anymore. Why should we no longer congested the next time you hear from us?
Who knows? We could do a Wicked episode.
You might.
You never know.
Who knows? Might get some fun stuff. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll find out. But I think that's it for now. So bye guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope don't forget to like and comment and share with your friends or your enemies. Tell us what you think.
Literally anybody. Please just get us views.
Sorry, I got the post-nasal drip and I was trying to talk, but then yeah, and if you have not heard today, you are very, very loved, and we appreciate you all.
We love you.
We love you, and hope you're having a wonderful day. And we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.